Okay. All right. Okay, so this is what I was reflecting on for us. Just going on this walk. It says in Psalm 37 that he saves those who put their trust in him, right? But we don't want these all to just be religious words or anything like that. This is meant to be alive in your life. And so, I'll show you my cute dog. All right. So if we're meant to walk in authority, if Jesus said, I come to heal the brokenhearted and set the captives free and all this stuff, right? Then you're trusting God to help you in the middle of your addiction. You're trusting God to help you in the middle of your, I keep going back to the same person, toxic person. Let me trust right now in God that he has God is beyond Hinchi, that he has a better solution for me than to keep going back. In the same psalm, it says, I've never seen the righteous begging for bread. And it's like, we're not meant to beg. So apply that psychologically. Have confidence in God and move out of that place of begging and trust that God has more for you. Now, I am a psychologist in my day job, so I understand these things. Hold on, someone's leaf blowing. All right, so we have these patterns from childhood. All right, we have these patterns from childhood where we learn to keep depending on our parents. And if they told us by their actions or by ignoring us or putting us down from their own insecurities, whatever, that's unconscious, we learned that we're not worth it. We learned we can't do that. We learned not to be confident. We learned to keep begging for them to approve of us in different ways. By either rebelling against them, we're still begging. That's the flip side of the coin. It's important that you understand what I just said. When we're in rebellion, you're still a slave. You're a slave when you're in rebellion because you're not meant to rebel against the good. The good is what keeps you safe and keeps you in this high understanding of love. When we go into the bad and into impiety, and not for religious reasons, like acting like I'm super religious. It's not like that. It's because the good is good. Be good for goodness sake. If you're gonna listen to what song that is. So be good for goodness sake. Right? There's so much truth in that. Just like Tolkien would say in the end of the Lord of the Rings, towards the end. He said that, he said, you guys are making fun of these tales that children and women pass on, like sometimes men too. But that's where they got the king's foil. They got this pig's weed that actually healed these people from death, right? And it came from a nursery rhyme. There's so much wisdom for us to be had. And so I was getting an image today, and I'll share this image. I was getting the image of the Mona Lisa, and someone puts a big red stamp on it that says Jesus saves. And I'm like, yes, he saves, but this is the Mona Lisa. Just sit in front of the Mona Lisa and see how skilled Da Vinci was at bringing whatever he was bringing out through her face, through her smile, right? That's a saying I got the other day. This is a long time ago, but I'm going to save that saying. Let me see if I ought to save it. Yeah, I got to save it, but it has something to do with Mona Lisa and Mary, right? She's in this reposed place. And so it's like I was doing a live video the other day, and these people started coming in and just saying, Jesus saves, Jesus saves. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be talking for a whole hour about how you can get out of this psychological mess of addiction, because addiction is slavery and you're not meant to be a slave, and that is Jesus saving you. It's like it felt like someone was putting a big red stamp all over the Mona Lisa, and you're missing the art. You're missing the art. But I can't make people see that. I can't make people see what the Holy Spirit is doing through me and wants to do through you. All right? And so stop begging. Stop begging through uncertain riches, trying to get your worth through that, through uncertain fame that can be taken away in a moment. You know, someone could slander you and make up something, or your worth from your spouse. Would you tell your daughter to get her worth from her spouse? She can't get it from her spouse. Or your worth from your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Or your worth from how many people follow you on whatever platforms you're on. Or your worth from how good you are at your job or how many degrees you have, right? Your worth can't come from any of those things. I have a Meister Eckhart quote. I'll make sure to put it in the description that I found the other day. That's so good. From the 1300s. He was a German Christian mystic. Anyway, it's so good about stop looking at all these things. They're just going to leave you going around in circles. All right, I got to go. I wish you so much love. Thanks for being here.